Hey there, Rick with Tools for Boards here again today to show you how to apply a wax of the day or a layer on top of your base saturation layer. So we had a video earlier describing how to saturate the base, so if you want to refer to that for some information on how to first apply wax to the base to make sure the base is saturated before putting on a condition temperature specific wax, which is also referred to as wax of the day, refer to our video. So basically I'm assuming that the wax has been scraped, the base layer, the saturation wax has been scraped off the base, okay? And I'm going to be featuring our base paraffins, which is BP line for Briko-Maplus. Those are hydrocarbon waxes or paraffin waxes designed for specific conditions. So we have green, which is our coldest wax, minus 30 to minus 10 degrees Celsius. Blue, which is also a cold wax, not quite as cold as green, minus 20 to minus 10. Violet is minus 12 to minus 6, and so on. Red, minus 7 to minus 3. Yellow is minus 5 to minus 1, and orange is minus 4 to 0. These are also snow type dependent, so depending on the wax that you select, it's temperature specific and it's also snow type dependent. And in fluoro, which is on this side, we have low fluoro material, so it's paraffin blended with fluorocarbon, a small amount of fluorocarbon. So we have, again, green. This is in powder form. They can be sprinkled on the base and ironed in. Blue, violet, red, yellow, and orange. So these are used more with wet conditions or when there's a lot of free moisture, free water in the snow. Spring-like conditions, fluoro provides an advantage. If conditions are very cold with very little humidity, close to zero humidity, then you should probably focus more on a hard paraffin. So I'll run over the procedure on how to wax, how to apply wax of the day. So I've effectively saturated the base with my saturation layer. I've brushed it out, scraped and brushed it out, and now I'm going to be selecting my wax based on the conditions. So today I'll select, this is BP1 yellow. It's designed for snow and transformation, which means the snow has fallen. It's either gotten warmer or colder a short time later, so the snow is transformed, either warmer or colder, but within the range minus 5 to minus 1. So I'm going to apply this with the iron, okay? Iron temperature, because this is a softer paraffin, this will be 20 degrees Celsius, 120 degrees Celsius to 130, okay, which is the iron temperature. That's higher than the actual melting point of the wax. So the container, if you look on the container, it indicates the temperature, the optimal iron temperature in order to melt the wax. What I'm doing is I'm dripping 3 layers, 3 lines along the base, okay? And then I'm going to gently use the iron, okay, to spread the wax across the base, okay, so the entire base is covered. Again, the iron should be warm enough to melt the wax so that there's about 4 to 6 inches of wax behind the iron where it starts to solidify. If the wax is smoking, the iron is too hot, so that's a good rule of thumb. So I'm running down the length of the base, okay, approximately 7 to 8 seconds per pass, let's say. This is a relatively short ski. This is a kid ski, 130 centimeters, so it may be a little bit less in terms of the amount of time that I run down the base, okay? And as a convention, I always go from the shovel of the ski to the tail. Probably not necessary with waxing, but brushing definitely, and I just do this as a rule of thumb. So there we go. I'm going to continue to run the iron down the base, okay, until the underside of the ski, the top sheet. I'll use my, just with my fingers, I'll place them under the ski. Once the top sheet is warm to the touch, then you have finished the ironing process. So I'll just make one more pass here. Okay. And turn the iron off. And there we go. I'll allow 10 to 15 minutes, approximately 15 minutes, for the wax to harden, the ski to cool down, and the wax to harden, keeping in mind that we're in room temperature conditions, so always wax your skis to room temperature. Turn the iron up, not down. There we go. And after the wax hardens, then I'll proceed to scrape the wax off the base with a sharp plexi scraper, followed by a series of brushes, brass as a first brush after waxing. This is the Tools for Boards Buff, rectangular, followed by hard horsehair, and finally nylon for final finishing and buffing. So there you have it. That's how you apply wax of the day. Paraffin and low fluoro. For more information or to purchase, go to toolsforboards.com.